Welcome back to the in-depth playthrough of Elden Ring, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Let's Play Dark Souls HD, and we are here in the Round Table Hold because, as I had mentioned before in the previous episode at the very end, that I was going to do just a little bit of maintenance, and it was such little maintenance that I ended up just kind of doing it off screen. I will tell you exactly what I did. So I upgraded this guy, the Cross Naginata, to plus 13. Basically had everything in the inventory ready to do it, didn't even have to really buy any materials. Fantastic. Good damage. Pretty good damage. We're going to experiment with the Ash of War on this thing. We're going to figure out what's going to work best for us to get the most damage out of it, but it's pretty good damage. The other thing I did was I upgraded these guys, the Fanged Imp Ashes. Got these guys to plus 5 because we scored in the last couple episodes where we found some more Grave Gloveworts, tier 5s. So these guys, I don't know why I decided to upgrade these guys. I just have a feeling that these dudes are going to be rowdy, and they cause bleed buildup, and they throw magic pots. I think these guys are going to be pretty good. So I'm going to give them a shot. And then I also upgraded this guy, the Godslayer Seal, to plus 13. I'm out of tier 5 smithing stones now, unfortunately, but I think they went to a good cause. So we're doing pretty good in this episode. We're doing pretty good in this playthrough so far, but in this episode, we're going to go and get that damn map fragment, which evaded me due to my distractions in the previous episode. So, let's head back to the most recent grace that we found in Caelid, and we're going to get this next map piece, or so help me God. Now, let's do our check, make sure everything is good. My headphones are comfy, my controller is charged, we have cold brew, we have water. I think we have everything we need. Yuck. Those guys again. So, let's follow the road. Once we start going out into the poison swamp, like out there, it's going to get nasty. No, I'm not going to go grab that grace down there because it's pointless. It's like 20 feet away from us. There's no point. Once we go out there, it's going to get bad, though. Like, we're going to start dealing with some different kinds of enemies that suck. We have giant land squirts, like you can see one breathing right there. Giant land squirts, 2 of them, that cause scarlet rot. Giant clouds of it. They suck. Well, what we'll do is we'll kind of stealth our way through here. Not really going to worry about any of these dogs or anything like that. We're just going to stay the path. Not worried about these guys patrolling either, because they don't drop anything we're interested in whatsoever. But we do have this buff, which is cool. We can get some extra runes if we kill these enemies right now, because we got that Erd Tree buff. You can see it in all of its massiveness out that way. So here's yet another grace. And because it's nighttime, I believe we should be pretty close to another Knight's Cavalry right now, but he is not necessarily my prerogative. If I see him, yes, I'm going to kill him, but I'm not hell-bent on finding that guy yet. Okay, what do we got up here on the hill? Another payday? Maybe we should go do that. Or I think he's... Yeah, he should be near the road here somewhere. And he drops another Ash of War that isn't particularly useful to us. If anything, I would want to get rid of him just to have the runes, because he'll give you quite a few. Oh, this is a great weapon. It's a great weapon. He turns into a giant. Yeah. Alright, so this occurrence here is strange. You're going to have a couple occurrences like this. Not very many. A couple. The ones you want to worry about are when regular enemies turn into revenants. That's when it becomes kind of an issue. Okay. So his fire sword kind of does like an area of effect type thing. Oops. So I want to use this. That did nothing. Alright. I'm going to jump over the sweep. There we go. So this thing does bleed, which is pretty cool. So I guess we can kind of like circle around a little bit, try to get some hits here and there, try to get this bleed to proc. There we go. There's that area of effect. Come on, let's get this bleed. There we go. There we go. Fantastic. Yeah, this is a good weapon. And then the Cross Naginata is pretty damn good. Ooh, the Noble Slender Sword. This is kind of an interesting drop. It doesn't drop very often, but this is a dex scaling straight sword, and it's kind of like the long sword. It's got the same kind of moveset, but it's got the square off, and it has really low requirement. 8 strength, 11 dex. This is an interesting sword to pick up if you don't have a good weapon on your starting class. Like that's about one of the only ones that's worth picking up on those nobles. And that giant didn't drop anything? Okay. Interesting. Okay, and then we're going to have the Dragon Cathedral up here, I believe is what this is. Let's scale the cliff here for a second to make sure we don't miss any items. Because we know in some parts of the game, that's where they like to hang out. So this knight right here, this guy's kind of badass. You gotta watch out for this guy. There's another one that patrols the entrance over here. And he's probably already doing his rounds and walking around. Likely, anyway. But yeah, we're gonna go grab that Grace in just a minute. And we can look at more dragon abilities as well. But let's kick this guy's ass real quick. Yeah. Didn't drop anything. The hell. Now let's go get the other one. I'm sure we'll see him any second. I mean, he's going to be over here patrolling. And then right now we don't even have this thing switched out to another Ash of War. We don't need to. We're just kind of playing around with it in its raw form. So we get the Ancient Dragon Apostles Cookbook. There he is. He's walking around right now. Let's look at this thing real quick before this guy kills us. Here we go. Should be this one, right? Yeah. So now we can make Dragon Wind Grease if we want. Notice there's electricity spiraling around this because, according to the lore, the Lanedale Knights formed some kind of alliance with the dragons where they taught them about the electricity and stuff like that. So let's reset this Grace, and I think it's time. Let's put an Ash of War on this thing. See what we can do to get some better damage. So, Sacred Blade, that would be nice. So would this, though. Yep, I think we should do that. We'll make it Sacred Scaling. What's our damage going to be now? Wow, 422, and that's just one-handing it. Now we have this as well. So we have Golden Vow on it, which is great. See how much backstab does now. Oh yeah. Those guys have decent holy damage absorption too, and it still did more, so not bad. It's pretty good. So let's do this real quick. Ritual of Dragon Communion. Let's see what kind of spells we can get. We can get Grail's Roar, which is good. We can use it, surprisingly, because if we're Rune Arced, we have just enough Arcane to be able to use it. This is a pretty badass spell. It takes 2 slots, and it requires 3 Dragon Hearts. But it lowers your enemy's stats. So, what does it say? Yes, reducing the attack power and defense of nearby enemies. It does a lot of damage, too. It does a shit ton of damage. And I don't know if the Roar Talisman affects this ability. I think it does. But this is a very, very powerful attack. I'm kind of contemplating using it. Fuck it. Let's get it. It's better than these other ones, like far better than all of these. But the problem is, if we start using these dragon communion attacks, it'll change our eyes into dragon eyes. I don't like that. I really don't. So, let's do this. And we have another slot we're not even using. That's hilarious. So this eye beam attack is unused. It's not doing us very good. We should swap this out for the roar. And I'm going to show you what I mean. Watch this. There he goes. And you do need this to use it. You do need a an incantation tool. Yep. It's pretty good. It can do a lot of damage, especially if you have a lot of faith. And it's an area of effect attack as well, so it's like it'll hit everything around you. I'm going to get rid of it because I don't want to use it as... what am I doing? I don't want to use it as like a standard spell, but let's see, what else do we have? What else can we play around with? We did pick this up. That's fantastic for anything that's weak to fire. And then we do have Flame Cleanse Me, which is good. The Flame of Frenzy is a fantastic attack. Let's put that back on. Let's play around with the frenzy attacks more, because mainly what I'm concerned with is these crucible ones are powerful. These two aspect of crucible ones, and then these two ones with the frenzied flame are also powerful. And then we have our lightning attacks if we need backup. So I think we're pretty well off right now, at least. Oh, come on. So I'm going to climb up here real quick. I don't think there's a bird up here. There shouldn't be. There we go. A little bit further down there is, though. And then we have green dragonflies. Fantastic. Alright, so we are right in front of the map piece. We need to go get that. That is the prerogative. And that giant skull, look at that, man. What in the hell is that? Is that a skull of like one of the giants? I mean, I don't think it is, because the giants, even like the fire giant, is nowhere near that big. That's crazy. Alright, we'll get our Caelid map. And notice it doesn't say any direction either. It's like we open our map and it just says Caelid. It doesn't say like east or west or anything. This part is probably going to be the map for the Dragon Barrows, is probably what it's going to be called, because it's going to... all this stuff that we've pretty much already covered because we teleported there early game.
Buying or selling?
I'm buying. Okay, this is an expensive cookbook. We can make Rotbone Arrow and then Rotbone Bolts. Let's get it. And I don't need any of this. I mean, we're going to get the note for sure, because why wouldn't we? Flaming Bolts... probably should get those. We absolutely want the cracked pot for more ammunition. Let's get some of these. Let's get like 50. That ought to be enough. And then this is the armor that Gideon's adopted daughter wears. And then, let's see, Gravity's Advantage. Let's buy that. Let's take a look. What is Gravity's Advantage? We already have... Let's see... I swear we already bought a note that says something about Gravity's Advantage. Like, it pulls enemies down, right? Yes. Bring down flying foes. Okay, we already had that. I swear we did. Oh. Okay, anyway. I already knew that, because gravity magic is fantastic for flying enemies. It'd be really nice if we had it against the birds in Stormvale, but oddly enough, you don't get gravity magic until way later when you get into Ray Lucaria. So we have these avionet things, and if you aggro them, they'll chase you down, and they suck. It's kind of a big deal. And then all the way up there in the distance, that is going to be the road that takes us to the, I think it's called Sellia, or Selliana, which is the village we were spat out into when we were teleported to those mines. Those terrible, terrible mines. And I don't want any trouble through here. I don't want to deal with any of these birds. I don't want any trouble. So I'm just going to hightail it through here, and I'm going to get this golden seed. That's all I care about. Gimme. And no, unfortunately, that does not bring us up to enough to upgrade, but don't aggro the white wolf. Don't aggro any of these dogs. But, you see that one with the glowing red eyes? They have an attack buff. Don't mess with them. This whole entire stretch right here is bad. But here's the problem. We have to get up through there, because that is Redmane Castle. Yeah, this entire, structure. That's Redmane Castle. We have to get to it. So, we don't need to right now, because we're not participating in the Radam Festival, but just know, at a later point in time, we're going to have to fight our way through this stretch, and it's going to suck. But I'm going to show you how to do it the right way. So, without aggroing any birds, let me point out one other thing. He is not on screen yet. I need you to materialize, please. Please? There you are. Okay, so now he finally shows up. This big cliff right here, it really looks like you can get up there, doesn't it? Like, it looks like you can get up there if you just try really hard with Torrent to get up to this giant. You cannot. You actually have to go all the way up and around and take the cliff down to get to that. But there's really, really damn good loot involved. So, this giant throws pots at you. It's kind of a problem. But we're not going to go near him because we don't need to worry about him yet. The only thing I'm doing is I'm doing a little sweep through here to get some of these graces. And then if you come here at night, right in front of that giant skull, a Deathrite bird shows up. And he's powerful. He's incredibly hard to beat. So he's going to start throwing shit at us. Let's just run away, because we don't want anything to do with that right now. We just want to get these items. That's it. Get a glass shard and some rune items. Not a very good payoff. But we have a pretty significant NPC right here, so what do we got? Stop by the shack. Yep, that's what it says, at least. The dog, despite having a collar, looking rather domesticated, he will still attack you, so avoid him if you go to talk to this guy. Alright, and here we have a pretty important NPC.
Oh, a pleasure to see you. A pleasure indeed. I am Gari, a great sage. In my day, anyway. I'd hoped to ask a favor when one of your ilk came along. A strapping young tarnished, able to cross the scarlet swamp of Aeonia. Don't fret, I'll provide fine recompense. Should you accept, I will teach you the secret of Sellia, the town you see there.
Sellia, like I said.
Ah, then you are willing to lend a hand, are you? I need your help to heal a certain young girl. Her name is Millicent. You will find her beyond Sellia, resting at the church atop the cliff, stricken by the rotting sickness. The rotting sickness that afflicts Millicent has no cure. When the Erd Tree flourished, even the demigods could not stave off its effects, despite their nigh godhood. But Millicent's suffering can be ameliorated. For this, you are to find a certain needle. Seek the deep, scarlet swamp of Aeonia outside Sellia's bounds. The needle, made from unalloyed gold, is lost somewhere there.
So this is a pretty important part of the story here. So the unalloyed gold is what Millennia's arm is made of. Her prosthetic arm that has the big hiltless sword is the unalloyed gold. This legendary ore that he speaks of. We need to go find the needle. We give it to him, and then he does something special with the needle, and then we give it to Millicent, and she will be able to move around. We can summon her for certain bosses, and she becomes a pretty cool part of the game, and she also gets her own prosthetic arm, similar to Millennia.
First, you must find the unalloyed. It's hidden somewhere in the deep. Then I will tell you the secret.
Alright, so that's about as far as that dialogue goes, which is fine. This is a pretty cool quest, though. I enjoy following this quest, and this right here is exactly what he was talking about. This town is Sellia. So, I think what I want to do is... I think I want to cover Sellia real quick, like just to try and get it out of the way, because there's also an important item in Sellia, one of the special stone sword keys that we need in order to break the seal at the four belfries. So it's I would call it pretty relevant to us. But Sellia is interesting. I kind of would recommend staying on Torrent through this part, because there are these sorcerers you see, and there's one right there. The spirit sorcerers that look very much like the ones in Raya Lucaria, because this is a town of sorcery. They're pretty tough. I would say these guys hit harder than the ones in Raya Lucaria. They are more difficult. Not for us, though, because our damage is good. So, like I said, Sneaky does it. But you never know where they are, because you can't tell where they are until it's too late and they're about to attack you. So, staying on Torrent is pretty smart for this area, but if you choose not to, that's okay. Shit. Don't. Just don't. Just die. We got more of these butterflies. Okay. And then this up here is kind of like the side way into the town, because you can kind of stay on the outskirts here and sneak through, but where's the fun in that? We need to kill everybody. No hidden wall. No nothing right here. I don't think there's any drawback for killing that guy's dog back there, even though it will try to kill you for sure. But, I don't know. I tend to just kind of leave it alone. And then these doors don't open. Like, there's going to be some, like, blue sort of spirit doors that do open, but shit. This is a very, very good mounted weapon. Like, it's outstanding. Come on. How did you miss? It's right in front of me. Ugh. Don't even know where you came from, man. Shit. Come on. Lock on. Don't fail me now. There we go. Okay. So here's a sneak peek of one of the doors that I was talking about. One of the blue doors that opens up once we beat the boss. And the boss is pretty easy. Really? You must think that that was terribly clever. So, before we do any boss fighting or anything, let's do this. Let's make our way up to the roof. That was incredibly funny. There's a couple of those guys up here, and then we also have a teleporter here, a teleporting scarab. Very inconvenient. But here's what we need to do. Before we beat the boss or anything, we need to get rid of these blue doors. And the easiest way to do that is we need to get up into these, or maybe, I could be wrong. I think you do need to be the boss in order to get rid of the blue doors or something like that. Or maybe, I don't know. I know that our prerogative up here, what we want to do and focus on primarily, is getting up here and lighting these flames. And that, I think that's probably what's going to do it, actually. Get this stone sword key. I don't think that annoying thing can get back up here. I think we should be okay. But we do have more of them. They're not just going to go away. They're going to be a few of them on the roofs. We can already see another one right there. Let's see what we can do. Get rid of this guy. Pull him, maybe. If he can actually get to us, that'd be fine. I'm also fine with him, like, slow walking. Fine with me. Maybe we'll get a scythe drop on that guy, because I don't think we've picked up the scythe that they drop. It's pretty good. Okay, seal's broken in town somewhere. Alright, there you have it. Confirmed. So, one seal is broken. And actually, let me point something out real quick. Just to give you an idea of where we are. So, that grace down there, we actually already have that grace. That's the grace we ran to so we could teleport the hell out of this place when we got teleported here against our will via the chest. I guess it wasn't against our will. I mean, I technically chose to come here when that happened, but you know what I mean. It's not a place that we want to be at a low level. It's quite dangerous. There he is. You want to come after me? You drop one of your curved swords for me. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, this weapon's fast. It's very good. Ooh, I forgot about that. I want to get that real quick. There we go. Get us some more poison bloom. Ooh, one of the big ones. Big giant scarabs. That'll give us back a lot of shit. And that right there, I think that's the needle. So let's actually... We can get back incredibly easily, so why don't we actually do that? Oh, it's a rune arc, okay. Not the needle, but that's okay. Yep. Oh, come on, man. Fuck. Oh, great. Now I'm caked in it. It's going to build up really fast now. Hold on. Damn it. God, I hate those guys so much. I'm not going to be able to get to the soap fast enough. There we go. Bastards. Alright. Anyway. Man, I hate dealing with these guys. If only these guys were as good against, like, bosses as they are against you. That would be amazing. You. Alright. And I suppose there'd be nothing wrong with getting this scarab real quick, right? Although, oddly enough, when he pushes this thing, it hurts you. It's kind of weird. And then we have another one running around out there in the swamp. Another one of the, like, crackhead ones. Okay. I don't think I've ever ran up this thing. Of course. Nothing up here. That's fine, though. Alright. I'm getting off track. I need to go back. We need to stick to the task on hand. And the way we achieve that is the rooftops. That is the best way to do this place. Let's get up to the rooftops first. We lit one flame over there. Now we gotta get up over here. And we'll light this one. And then lighting all of these will grant us that stone sword key that I was talking about. And don't worry, we will explore all of the magic doors that the seals are breaking on. And the boss here is actually quite easy too. It looks scary and seems kind of foreboding, but you will see it is no problem. So let's go do this. There we go. Cerulean Tear Scarab. I believe this one has something to do with your blue flask. See, Cerulean Tear slightly increases the cover effects with Flask of Cerulean Tears. Okay, but increases your damage taken. Could be a fair trade, depending on how good you are at not getting hit. Is there anything on that tiny ledge? Anything at all worth getting? No. Goodness. Why do they do that? Why do they insist on messing with me? Okay. So we have one more to do. It is over on the far side of town there. Oh, come on. Let's get this guy. Nice thing about those guys is when they do that flurry attack, they cannot hit you if you're far away. Some toxic mushroom, okay. And we... Oh yeah? Like shooting magic, do you? That's a two-headed. This guy's dangerous. Damn it. Come on, fuck. Lock on, damn it. There we go. Take care of that guy. He's dangerous. And now, let's jump over to this roof. I don't think there's any more of those avian nets. We should have cleared all of them. And there's going to be some stuff that we need to go grab on the ground level too. I can't forget about that. But let's do this first. Because I'm a crazy man, let's go for the scarab. Yeah. There he is. I love this part. Okay. Double slash. Double slash is actually pretty damn good. In PvP, it's particularly good. I highly recommend it. Well, I highly recommend trying it, I should say. If you've never tried it in PvP, you need to. But... Ooh, we missed that over there. Let's go get that, shall we? And bam! Strategic double jump. The Staff of Loss. So, assuming these guys can't hit me, I'm going to show you this guy. I'm going to show you the staff real quick. It's pretty cool. The Staff of Loss. It has C scaling and intelligence, and its sorcery scaling is relatively low, and it's got low stat requirements. But, staff missing its glintstone, wielded by sorcerers who believe that discovery comes through acts of asceticism. This staff only distinguishes itself when casting invisibility sorceries, but that is reason enough for some to wield it. So it's like a stealth staff. It's pretty cool. But it's exactly the same as the other ones. It's like... not quite the same as that one, but... it is essentially a copy and paste of a different glintstone staff. But it's good. It's good. So now what we need to do is I need to run up here. I'm pretty sure we already stole this golden seed. No, we didn't? Wow, that's awesome. So that's one I didn't actually anticipate us getting. That's one extra, we'll call it. Let me up, damn it. This is our last tower. And then this should unlock all the doors. And then directly through there should be the boss, I believe. Or no, that's the boss down there, that big one. Watch, it's going to disappear right in front of us. Boom. This, up the steps here where the golden seed is, that doorway is actually going to lead us up to the cliff there. And that's where Millicent will be, the NPC that we just heard Mr. Sage Guy talk about. So, before we go barreling through into the boss, We have some cleaning up to do for sure. We need to double check the roofs to make sure we didn't miss anything. I don't think we did. I think we should be okay. Like, honestly, I believe that's all the stuff. We basically just have some ground level stuff to clear now. But that's easy. That's just a dead marionette. Get that guy. This guy. Yeah. Man, this thing's good. Some poison grease. Okay. And then there's... It's easy to miss stuff because there's some items... What? How did that break? What the hell just happened? There are some items kind of tucked away underneath these houses. And we don't want to miss them. Damn it. Don't do it! God, that's annoying. Get you. Okay, under here in particular, there's a painting right here. Super easy to miss. The red mane painting. I'll get this guy that's hiding behind it. Yeah, this weapon's good. It's very fast. Okay, and then we need to go through the doors that we climbed all these towers to light these flames to unlock. That's something that we need to do that's pretty important. So one of them should be right over here on the other side. Except there's going to be baddies near it. Yep. Jeez. Here we go. Use the iframes. Take him down. Eat shit. Okay, Spelldrake Talisman. That will increase our magic defense. It should, at least. Let me check. Yep, Spelldrake Talisman +1. Magic damage negation. Who the hell wouldn't want that, especially in a place like this? More of those guys are going to be over here. Don't really want to mess with them. So let's go find some of these other doors. Get these butterflies. Ah! There we go. No, sir. This thing has such a cool moveset. Oh yeah, that running strong attack? Oh yeah. So I think we cleared like the main road through here. Yeah, okay. We pretty much cleared all this. There's going to be another one of those rooms on the back side of this building right here. So let's go grab that. I think there's some bad guys over here we missed too. And you can turtle stab with this thing too? Wow. It attacks with the swiftness of a slash weapon without slashing. That's pretty satisfying. Pretty sure this is a trap. Yeah! It's okay though, because this thing is insanely good. That goes through walls. Good lord. Couldn't turn around and block in time. Yeah, get out of here. There we go, the imbued sword key. That is what we wanted. I am pleasantly, thoroughly pleased with this weapon. It is very, very fun to use and incredibly unique. I like it a lot. I think it's phenomenal. Check through here just to make sure there's nothing in these alleyways that we missed. 'Cause they would do us like that, you know. Well, hi there. And then if we go that way, it'll be towards the boss, which we may as well. Let's go ahead and get rid of the boss. There is going to be bad guys right here, though. There should be a couple of these, those sorcerers with the sword and shields. I think. I thought. Aren't they normally right here around the corner? Huh. Maybe not. All right. Let's get the boss. The boss is a bitch. The boss is not a difficult boss. Like, they're not going to be difficult by any means. It's all going to be about execution, though. So let's try to get the imps, like, ready to go for these dudes. And maybe 422 versus 4... Okay, let's maybe switch to the spear just so we can have the weapon art in case we really need it. Okay, so these are the dual Nox swordsmen. That is a Rumi that he's using against me. Rumi is powerful. Ouch. So let's do some experimenting against this boss without getting, like, our asses kicked. Listen, man. Nope. Not at all what I wanted to do. Need to get my bubble going. Wow, one of these dudes is already dead. Holy crap. Damn, see, we can't really experiment against these guys. They're already weak. Like, they're super easy. And because of these imps, like, these imps can cause bleed, man. And this enemy already doesn't have very much poise to begin with, so it's like... Oh my goodness, yep, okay, so this is a super weak boss. They don't have very high health. Or no, it's not a Rumi, it's the Nox Flowing Sword. That's right. It is a dex weapon. But it's, like, very similar to a Rumi, and you can dual wield them, so... I think you can. Unless it's... No, you can't. That's right. It's considered a curved sword. That's right. But dex scaling weapon. It looks like a shottle. It's whippy. See that? Pretty damn cool. It reminds me a lot of a Rumi, though. Yeah, pretty similar. Go back to this guy. I really like this thing. I think it's a fantastic weapon. And then this chest is going to have a staff in it that requires a shit ton of intelligence. Lusat's Glintstone Staff. It's pretty powerful. it's a powerful staff, but it needs 52 intelligence. It's got a B scaling in sorcery. The sorcery scaling on it ends up being really, really good if you upgrade it, but here's the thing. It enhances the power of all your sorceries, but they cost more FP. So, think about that. If you incorporate that into your build, you may not be able to cast that spell as many times per FP bar, but it's real good. It'll increase the damage of them substantially, so it's like, think of it like this. You remember that issue that we kept running into where every time we attacked an enemy, we did just like barely enough not to kill them. Like, barely. And that's why. Stuff like that. That staff is perfect for an opportunity like that. If you've been having issues where enemies, you hack like your most powerful spell at an enemy, and they seem to have just a, like, coke line of health left, you should consider using that staff, because sure, it might take more FP, but it's not going to be like double. You know, it's not going to increase the cost so much that it's not worth using anymore. It's going to increase the amount that you spend each time you use that spell, but to your benefit, you can probably take down enemies that were otherwise difficult for you to beat because you do just barely not enough damage to beat them. The hell? Okay, and we got tough guy over here with the glaive. Oops, don't know why I used that. Oy, the glaive. The glaive sucks. So, alright, let's do this, shall we? We have to make sure he doesn't come back, because the glaive guy is annoying. Okay, human bone shard, I'll take it. I would rather him drop that glaive, but all good. All good. Now, there's boulders for this part. Like, we have to be careful through here. I'm just kind of scaling the cliff to make sure we don't miss any items, because they like to hide in places like this. They're difficult to find, but I think the coast is clear. Once we start running up this path here, there's going to be like boulders that come running down towards you, and they can do quite a bit of health. I don't know where they come from. I don't know why the mechanic exists. Like, I don't know the purpose of it. I don't have an answer. I really don't. I just know that once you start coming up here, these fucking boulders magically appear, and I don't know. Something interesting happens, though. They disappear as soon as they pass you. It's like it just teleports back to try to take another shot at you. It's kind of strange. And we should be right on top of a grace. Should be. Is it up here? Yes, it's going to be up here inside the church. Okay. That's fine. You do have Lesser Kindred of Rot here, but you can ride past them. You don't have to worry about fighting them. What we want is inside the church. Let's get this. Sacramental Bud. And there's old Millicent. We've heard about her. Let's get this Sacred Tear. Upgrade our flask again.
Who's there? Well, it matters not. If you are wise, you will leave immediately. My flesh writhes with scarlet rot. It is a curse, not to be meddled with by man.
I have a theory with Millicent.
If you are wise, you will my flesh.
I think she's somehow a descendant of Radagon. I think she's either like a sister or perhaps a daughter of Millennia. But we will uncover more information on that theory as we continue the playthrough. So let me switch back to the spear. Millicent is actually going to invade us. Wait, hold on. Do we have a dialogue? We don't. I feel abandoned. Hey. Cannot level up. Okay. Yes, I know you're breathing. I know you're in pain. You're rotting away in real time. Probably sucks. Okay, so let's see. What do I want to do? Yuck. You see that? Do you see that? Like, just yuck. Do you see more? More. God, but if we keep going that way, that's the problem is then we can go in there through that little cross section, and then we can go up this way to that little tower where there's good shit, and just it's a hard run. I'm telling you, it's a harsh run to get down through this road, but you cross that bridge, get good loot in there, and then follow the cliff until you get to this like dilapidated tower there, and then get even more good loot. There's a really, really good item over in that tower that we need to go get. So let's do this. We know fire works really well against those guys, so that's why we want the spear for this part, just so we can clean them up really easily. And then going up in this direction, this is going to take us further into like the Dragon Barrows, like towards the Beast Sanctum, because as you can see, our little cursor on the map that represents our player character is pointing in that direction, straight up here towards the Beast Sanctum, where Gurunk is. Screw that thing. But we are going to get this. Actually, no. You know what? We don't have to be afraid of these things anymore. You know why? Because they go to sleep really easily. Don't know what I was ever worried about. And then I'm not really worried about the small fries because there's no item down here. They're not guarding anything. However, there's this little statue right here. And it's going to point to a catacomb. The catacomb is way down that way. Way down that way at the cliff's edge. You can just barely see the door from here. Right where the water meets the shore. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Radon boss room. You can see all the weapons and all the shit. Boy, I'm really, really looking forward to that fight. Like, a lot. Should have stayed underground, man. Like, it can't have been worth all this pain. God, and all he was doing was guarding a flower. Are you kidding me? No, there's no way to scale down. Don't even ask. It'd be cool, but no. However, we're going to go up the hill here. And we're going to run past some more skeletons. They're going to be a pain in the ass because the skeletons in this part of the game are probably the strongest that you'll face. I'm going to run past them, because I don't give a shit about these guys. Like, we don't get anything for fighting them. I don't care for that big axe that they drop. I already have the sickle, or the scythe, whatever. We don't need anything from them. Nothing. I wonder, can you... No, probably not. There's no way. Alright, not worried about these guys at all. I am worried about this interesting little part up here, though. Oh, fuck. Battle Mage Hughes. We need to get rid of this guy. Oh, these guys are problematic. They are problematic. Not for us, because we have great damage. But this little part right here is strange. If you attack this part of the wall, I think it's this part. Where is it? There's part of the wall up here behind a tombstone. It's got to be like right here. There it is. This is the most notoriously shady hidden wall in the game. It is super easy to miss, but I'm glad we found it. Because I will forget to cover this cave if we don't do it now. So we're going to use the last part of this episode, the last 10 or so minutes we have to try to cover the Sellia hideaway. Because this is a very rewarding cave. And the boss is actually kind of challenging for a change. I don't know if I'll beat the boss on the first try in this place. But, oh boy. You see one thing glowing in the dark, right? Lock on, don't lie. Alright, so there's only one thing here. Can only lock onto one thing. Yeah. This spear is not messing around. Alright. So this episode's probably going to go over. This one's going to be a little bit longer than normal, because this cave is not short. It's not super difficult, but it's not short either. It's this one's going to take a little bit longer than some of the other caves to complete. It's got quite a few enemies through here. Nothing we haven't run into. These guys are pretty easy. But I believe in this place, I think we have hidden walls. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. There we go. Hidden walls. There's like 3 of them. That guy has glowing eyes. He's gonna give us some more. Yep, he gave us 1,300. Alright. So, the reason I want to clear this place in particular is because we get... Oh god, there's a revenant down here too that is really annoying to kill. Do we still have heal? We do. We're gonna need it. That guy sucks. Alright, this cave is gonna give us a spirit summon that is very, very good. He dropped a tier 4 somber smithing stone. That was lucky. But the problem with this place is it can be kind of confusing. So that guy still has aggro on me. Yeah, that's what I think about that, pal. And if you need to get back, you can just do it like this. Real easy. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go this direction first. Take care of this guy. We don't even have the correct damage type in here, and we're still somehow beating these guys. It's that's kind of satisfying. Okay, we came from that direction, so let's move our way back over through here. We will worry about down below last, because my god, that revenant down there is truly awful. He's terrible. I hate the noises he makes, and he killed me like twice. It was bad. Nope. Don't even worry about it. Nope, can't go through there. We're gonna have to go through... We will end up coming out that way from below. However, this cave is kind of weird. It's a little confusing. It kind of like wraps around. Alright, so to deal with this part, let's backstab this guy. Oh shit. Didn't kill him in one hit. Use this thing. There we go. There we go. No problem. Get that. Something's hissing. Oh, that thing. Okay. Big scary. Big hissy. Alright, we're not going to go down into the depths of hell right there yet. We are going to go this way. So I just want to make sure I identify where the boss is before we do anything crazy. I'm pretty sure the boss is down through here. And the boss is somewhat annoying in this level. Yes, yes, the boss is down through that way. Okay, okay. So let's go back. Let's take care of the Revenant. As ridiculous of an idea as that sounds, we don't really need to kill him, but I'm going to anyway. Hi. Okay. Oh boy, locked gate over there. So... Yep, he's in there. Terrible thing. God. Wonder if I can cheese him. Damn. Alright, let's see if the heal goes through the wall. Nice. Got him. Okay. Let's do that. Get these. He dropped a Ghost Glovewort tier 4. Very nice. Stimulating Boluses. Golden Rune. And a Lost Ashes of War. Not bad. Decent little pile of items, considering what you deal with. And unfortunately, we can't jump back up there. We're going to have to go back around, but that's okay, because I need to show the way out anyway. Bam! Somber Smithing Stone Tier 4. Nice. This is the exact spot I was talking about, so we end up running out here. That is how you get out. You have to beat the Revenant and take that waterway. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back down there where we came from. And we're going to go look at that door. That sealed door at the end of this waterway. So let's see what we're dealing with. I know there's a sorcery over there. Yep. Here we go. Oh, fuck. This is going to turn into a battle of who can hit who with their attack first. I win. And I had the advantage because I have lightning attack and he's standing in a pool of water. Okay, seal can only be broken by a seal breaker. So I don't have that, but we will. We will. So let's just do our thing. We'll go back up here. Take the path back up. We'll jump across the cliff. Go kill the boss. And get what is considered, or what I consider to be probably one of the most popular Spirit Ashes in the game. Okay. Yep, there's going to be some snails on the way here, I think. Snake snails. I really don't know how to identify these creatures. I just know they suck. If you decide to try to run past them, they take that personally. They take exception to that. And yes, I know this episode's running a little bit long, but really? Just had to boogie with the bear, didn't you? Crystal darts. Alright. It makes sense that you would get them down here because there's a lot of these things. There's a lot of crystal down here in general. But it's not going to do you a damn lick good against this boss. You'll see why. What's up there? What? Did I miss something? Do not tell me there's a hidden path or something that I missed. What the hell? Huh. I wish I had more time to try to figure this one out, because that totally looks like a drop-off spot that you could... Yeah, that... Oh, 100%. Maybe there's a spot up here where I can curve around and do it. Hi, snails. They're all weak. Is it up there? come on. Weird. Okay, that is bothering me. Sorry. Extension of episode immediately. Let me up, damn it. Oh, that doesn't go anywhere anyway. Whatever. Is there like another hidden wall right here somewhere? How do you... Okay, let's do the... Damn it. Try to do the running in place trick. It's not working. Okay, I'm trying to get a peek of what's going on up there, but... Alright. We need to go figure out what's going on with this. Because I was not aware of this until now. We have to figure out what's going on. Surely there's a way to get over there. Okay, let's see if we can... There's no pathway going that way. Or is there? What in the hell? There's no way you can make that jump. But I see it. I can clearly see that that's what you're probably supposed to do. Okay. That... Can't use torrent. Okay, that... What is this, like a puzzle to get up there? Like you gotta figure out which one to jump on to... There's no way. There's no way. It's so close. It's so close. Come on. Ah, yeah. Alright. Learn something new every time I play this game. That's hilarious. Had no idea that this was a thing. Had zero idea. What is under that bag? What is under that blanket down there? I don't like that at all. Huh. Oh my god! Okay. Sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky does it. Oh shit. Alright. Bubble up. Here we go. Gotta go ham. Yeah! Wait, how the hell were you unaffected? Yay! Man. That is so rude. Putting 3 of these guys right here in front of you, that is fucking rude. What's in here? This better be something good. Oh, bam. We got the ashes. That's like the whole reason to come in here. Why didn't I know about that? I swear Why didn't I know you could come down through that way to get there? That's weird. So I guess I have got that because that's the whole reason to come down here is to get the crystallian ashes. That's like the best part about coming down to this cave. Alright, we need to heal. We need FP. And we need something that does blunt damage. I think it's time to break out the children. Yes, indeed. Where are they? There they are. Alright. They have blunt damage. We have blunt damage. And that's what you need against this boss. This boss sucks. These two. Here we go. Yeah, 3 of them, and they cause scarlet rot. Eesh. Eesh. Alright, this one... Ah, fuck. Heal. Go. Alright, hold on, kids. I'm coming. How did I miss? Fuck. Get this. Hold on, kids. I'm coming. Get him! Alright. Come on. Fuck! Backstab. There we go. Backstab. Alright. There we go. Why aren't they doing anything? Shit. Come on, kid. Shit. Shit. Come on, kid. You can hold him. Damn it. Alright. So this is bad. This is really bad. Huh! Eeh. Fuck. Damn it. Fuck, fuck, fuck. This backstab. Go. No. Shit. Come on. There we go. Alright. This fight is officially manageable. No, sir. Get fucked. Alright, and you get Crystal Torrent. No, you don't get the crazy Scarlet Rot version, unfortunately, but it is still a pretty cool spell. It can be quite useful. Wait, Bloodstain? Okay. Thought that was like an NPC Bloodstain. Alright. Shoo! This episode ran a little bit long, but like I had mentioned, it does take a little bit of additional time to clear that cave. It's quite challenging. Okay, so now what we want to do is, before we end this episode, which has gone on for quite some time now, hoping that you guys just enjoy hanging out with me. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how this connects to the Dragon Barrows real quick. You look down here, make sure there's no stray items. And then there's the church with Millicent. If we take this Spirit Spring right here... Shit! I did it wrong. Don't do it like I just did it. Actually do it right. When you get up on this giant structure here, got some good loot. Bam! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's the money. Fantastic. And then this whole area is the Dragon Barrows. That is Fort Ferroth, where the nasty freaking bats are. Yep, right there. That's where we got Radagon's Sore Seal, or Scar Seal, rather. There's some dragons, and then all the way over that way, that fort, is the fort that we kind of pointed out at the beginning of our journey into Caelid that I should have done like 2 videos ago, but... And then down below us there is Sellia, just to put things into perspective of where we are. So, good stuff, man. I think we're doing all right. So let me go. I really want to do that fort, man. I really, really do. All right, let's do that. Let me go back to this grace. And we should definitely have enough souls runes to level up now. And we'll do that so I don't forget. Okay, get our dexterity up. And then once I get dexterity to 32, I'll start focusing on faith again. But yes, yes indeed. So that over there, that's what I want to be our next project. I want to go do that fort. I swear we're actually going to do it this time, I promise. So, thank you guys so much for joining me on this lengthy episode of the in-depth playthrough of Elden Ring. I think we covered a lot of ground today. I think we're doing a pretty good job in Caelid at the moment. And that crystal tunnel that we just did really wasn't that bad. I fully expected to die against that boss at least the first time, maybe even twice, because that boss gives people a lot of heck. But just goes to show, man, blunt damage is the answer. So, thank you guys so much for joining me on this episode of the in-depth playthrough of Elden Ring. I have been your faithful host, Let's Play Dark Souls HD, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.